future. And that's what governing is all about. And short-term thinking, and it's more about what the feds are funding. The results, citizens expect to be their source of jobs, services, and resources. You want something, you go see the chief and council. Politics and instability kill respect and reputation. That's why often our kids would say, you would tell them, why don't you be chief? I don't want to be chief. Chief just, there's lack of respect. We want to have our kids say, when I grow up, I want to be chief. That's my goal in life, Non-Aboriginal people, often they say, when I grow up, I want to be president. I want to be premier, But our kids are not saying that. I want to be a counselor because that's respect. That's the way, really helping the people. So under the standard approach, we don't often get that. We think there are 5 keys here. And it seems as though what's happening here at Eskasoni is that there's a movement towards developing a governing system that works for the Mi'kmaq. That is going to be Mi'kmaq initiated. And when you look at the governing system, you're not going to look at it and say, that's the Indian Act government. You're going to look at it and you're going to say, that's the Mi'kmaq system. It's me. It's mine. I helped create it.
The best case scenario would be Eskasoni have a say in what's going on. The people of Eskasoni will decide their future because we're just representatives. They're the voice.
There's a lot of people in this community that are, they have their expertise in whatever fields. We should start using them, because our communities are major assets. Without them, our community can't grow.
When you're sitting on your rocking chair 50 years from now, 60 years from now, 70 years from now, and you're fishing somewhere, and you can look back and say, I helped create that new governing system. And that's me, Mi'kmaq. First and foremost, you need genuine self-rule. You got to have jurisdiction. You have to have jurisdiction. You have to be in the decision-making position, just like you guys are doing for education. You're in the driver's seat. You're running the show. You're deciding how your kids are going to be educated. So you have to have this self-rule in front of you and with you all the time. If you don't have it, the provincial government of Nova Scotia, the federal government of Canada, is not going to say, you're a good Mi'kmaq, here's self-rule, run with it. They're not going to give it to you. It's not going to happen. It didn't happen in South Africa because of apartheid. It didn't happen in Eastern Europe when the Iron Curtain fell down. It didn't happen in the United States that way. You kind of have to take self-rule. You have to exercise the Nike principle. You have to just do it. That's the only way to have self-rule. You have to just do it. Nobody's going to give it to you. So if you decide to go down the governing change route today and for the next several months, once you set up a new governing system, it's going to take you another 10, 20 years before things get better. So why is this nation-building model seem to be the way to go? It puts the development agenda in your hands. You're the ones that decide from now on how you want to live. No longer are you going to be subject to Ottawa and their rules and regulations. You're going to have some say-so in it. It marries decisions to consequences. It allows for you to take a vested interest in the decisions that are taking place. So it marries decisions to consequences. Has concrete bottom line payoffs. So what does this mean? It means you have to create capable governing institutions. if you're going to be in charge, if you're going to exercise self-rule, then you have to develop capable governing institutions. Right now, it appears that, for the most part, the Indian Act just does not work. And we feel